Hey everyone! Today I'm going to show you 10 Dollar Tree Valentine DIYs. Let's get started. I'm making a bouquet with these really pretty roses from Dollar Tree. Also from there is this round floral foam, and then this black pencil holder, which I thought was a candle holder, but when I looked under, that's what it says, and I was like, oh my god, this is perfect for that. I'm just using a popsicle stick. I have so many of them, so this was perfect for that. So I can stick this brown floral foam on top of that. All I did was pull each rose off of the stem and then add glue to each one and start sticking them in there. I noticed that it was kind of moving around a lot, so you'll see in a minute where I start to add hot glue so it stays still. And as you can see, it was still lifting up, and I was wondering why, and it had this piece of like felt, so I just added more glue to that. The two colored roses I picked from Dollar Tree are just so pretty. They do not look cheap at all. They're both pink. One of them is like a darker, more peachy type pink, and then the other one's a really light pink. They have so many different choices for roses. And I'm just adding only the greenery parts of it to the bottom of this. At first I was trying to add hot glue to this, I'm not sure why, and I ended up just not having to and just sticking them in there. For the third DIY, I'm making a pillow out of these Dollar Tree bandanas. And as you can see, I did purchase two because it comes with a heart bandana and then a buffalo check pink bandana. So I had to buy two so I can get buffalo check on each side of the pillow. I start off by measuring the bandana because my pillow is a 16 by 16 inch pillow, so I need to figure out where that's at, mark it off, and then I will fold it and then just use hot glue. For this DIY, I am using a pillow that I already had. They do have real small pillows at Dollar Tree that you can use too. Or I've actually done this a different way where I picked up a really cheap pillow from Walmart or Target, which is only about couple bucks, and then once I figure out the size that I want of the pillow and glue it together, then I just add the stuffing from that pillow from Walmart to the inside of the pillowcase that I make. Alright, so both are done. They are both 16 by 16 inch. And what I am going to do is put them this way to where the wrong side is facing outward. So basically this is the inside of the pillowcase, and I'm going to glue it down this way. Once I glue three sides up, I'm going to leave one side open and I'm going to turn it inside out, which will be the correct way, and then put my pillow inside. Just keep watching and you will see what I'm talking about. Maybe I was blind, known you forever while I tried to find someone. So now we're at the part that I have glued three sides together. I left one side open. So now I'm going to turn it inside out, which will be the correct way. And I'm just using a Sharpie or a pencil, whatever, just to push the corners out, and then I will stick my pillow in, and that is pretty much it. Once I do that, then I just glue the remaining area.
Curious, when did you know you had feelings for me? Maybe somehow we've always known that we have chemistry, but always chasing after someone else. So this took me by surprise.
These are the items that I'm going to use. I just brought out a bunch of different florals that I have in my craft closet, and then today I did pick up some from the Dollar Tree because I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do or exactly what colors I wanted to use, so I just picked up a stem of red roses, pink roses, and then some hydrangeas. I have this Dollar Tree burlap ribbon, and I wanted to use this because this is a Dollar Tree DIY, but I don't have that much left. I might still use some of it, I'm not too sure yet, but I did just bring out one that I already had from Hobby Lobby. It was half off for like $3, and it just looks like that. It's really cute. And then of course my scissors and glue gun, and then I have these really pretty framed mirrors. Now I got 4 of them. What I had to do was get 2 of these and then 2 of these. You could see the shape difference. And I already took out the mirror on this one. You can take the mirrors out if you want. That's what I'm gonna do today. Before I get started with putting this lantern together, I'm gonna just go ahead and remove these out the way because it's gonna be easier to glue them together without them. All right, so I'm gonna take the 2 different ones and I'm gonna glue them together right here. Instead of doing it on the outside like that, I'm gonna glue them where this line is. That's the best way I'm gonna get them to stick together. Take my hot glue gun and just add more glue. Okay, so what you want to do is go in there. You want to take the glue and put more, like all along those areas where it is sticking to the frame. That way you can make sure there's enough amount of glue there to hold together. Now I'm taking the other frame, the one that's flat, and gluing it to the other side. Alright, so this is how it looks. It looks really pretty. Alright, so I figured out an idea because I need something to be under this. So I'm going to go ahead and take one of those mirrors and glue this on it just like that. This is like the front of it. What I want to do is take this bow, and all I did was just cross it like this, flatten it out, and then I'm just going to scrunch them together just like that. And I'm going to take some twine and wrap it around it to secure it. So I'm actually going to put it in the middle right here because my baby told me to do it right there, that it would look better.
Yeah, because it looks pretty.
Okay, so I'm just gonna be playing around with these flowers and gluing them around the ribbon just to see exactly how I want it to look and put it, you know, arrange it the best way I like. Okay, so I'm just showing you how it would look. I just have it right here on my coffee table, and you can add anything in there. You could just leave it empty if you want, and I just added this cute candlestick with the candle jar. That was from the Dollar Tree, but I think this came out super pretty. The frames just have that really pretty design that just makes it stand out big time. I'm gonna be using this 11 by 14 frame from Dollar Tree. I believe it's one of the biggest frames that they have. And I decided to get this frame because, well, I wanted it to be big, and then this heart is also from the Dollar Tree. It fits it perfectly to where I can glue it on the sides of the frame. And that's what I wanted. And since I didn't use this ribbon for the last DIY, I thought it would be really cute to use for this one. And then I just have some paints that I just had on hand like always. I have some white apple barrel paint, some ivory chalk paint, and then some red paint. I just have some painter's tape. I believe I'm gonna use this side because the red part of this heart has glitter on it, and so I'm just not gonna mess with this side. I'm gonna go ahead and take the sticker off and paint this side. While the heart is drying, I'm gonna go ahead and open this huge frame and paint the frame white. So now what I want to do is I'm going to make some vertical lines, and what I'm going to do is mix some of this ivory paint with this brown paint just to make the ivory a little bit darker. I would say like 1.5 inches wide each stripe. So if you have a ruler, you can go ahead and take that. I'm just gonna take the cardboard from the big 11 by 14 picture frame, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take it, and since I marked all the lines where 1.5 inches is at, I'm gonna go ahead and take this and then just draw the straight lines. That way I know where to put the tape. Alright, so now I'm going to take my tape and I'm going to leave this one white. Alright, so I'm just going to be adding a little bit of black paint to this, maybe some brown, I'm not sure. We'll see how it looks, just to distress it a little bit. Now what I'm gonna do is write my wording that I want up here. It's gonna say XOXO, and I'm just gonna kind of do it sideways. And then once I mark it with my pencil, then I'm gonna go ahead and go over it with the red paint. Okay, so this is gonna go on the frame right here. Now I'm gonna take my ribbon and make a little bow to connect it, and then I'm gonna glue it down. So I'm going to glue it right here, and then this long piece is gonna go behind it. Then I'm gonna glue it like that. Okay, so I just had to show you right here in my kitchen just to show you how it would look. I'm going to put it on my front door outside, but it's raining really bad. So I'm just gonna show you right here how it looks. And what I did was just take the last pieces of that burlap ribbon and then just glue it to the side right there on each corner, because I just felt like it was missing something, and I think it really just made it stand out even more and made it look more finished.
I am making a heart bouquet out of some Dollar Tree roses and hearts. What I did was save a tin can, and what I'm going to do is take my chiffon paint and give it one coat purposely because I do want this to look a little rustic. Since this is a farmhouse theme, I think it came out perfect with just one coat because it kind of looks distressed. You can see that silver color in the background. Next, I'm taking 3 wooden hearts and painting them with some black apple barrel paint. Once those are dried, to give it a little bit of a distressed look, I'm adding some of that chiffon paint on top of it. I started to layer in the roses one by one, cutting them down to the size I needed. I left the greenery on some of the roses, and on others I removed them. I had some popsicle sticks already, and I just painted them with the chiffon paint. Once that was dry, I used them on the hearts. Now they do sell wooden dowels at Dollar Tree if you do not have these. I'll be making a Valentine's window pane. I'm using these 4 Dollar Tree frames. They're kind of like shadow boxes, and I'm just going to remove everything from there first. Now I know you guys have probably seen this a million times, so I'm going to go through it really quickly. It's really simple. Take out the backing and remove the gold stars, and then I'll glue all 4 frames together. It's really simple. I'm using hot glue, but it would be even better to use a heavy duty glue. Lastly, I'm using this pack of Dollar Tree hearts and taking the wooden ones and placing one on each side.
Tower game is from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to be using these wooden Jenga pieces. I am going to be staining a certain part of this with this mini wax wood finish in the color Classic Gray 271. And then I'm also going to be painting a certain area of the wood red with this Apple Barrel Cardinal Crimson. So as you can see, they come in 2 different colors. So what I'm gonna do is take these basic wood pieces. I'm going to spell out XO, like for hugs and kisses. See, so I'm gonna put 2 and 2 together like this. And then I'm just gonna glue this one on top to make an X. And then for the O, I'm just going to use 4 pieces like that. Of these pieces, and I'm gonna do 3 on top and 3 on bottom, and then just glue them together like that. Great, and then I'm gonna go ahead and paint this bottom piece red. I'm gonna go ahead and sand down this red piece to kind of distress it a little bit.
Making a big sign out of these 2 love signs from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to be removing everything first. I'm also removing these galvanized hearts, and I'm going to save one for my sign. So of course, after removing that, I have to sand it down to sand off the glue, and I did sand down the words as well, just to make it easier to paint. That way it covers it very well. Now what I'm doing, which you need to be careful, you see how I have my hand above where I'm using the scissors, then I move it back. I've done that so many times, so just be very careful and do not put your hand where I had it previously. I'm just removing the glue in between the faux shiplap.
I'm just curious, when did you know you had feelings for me? Maybe somehow.
Now I'm taking my hot glue gun and using that to put these 2 signs together. Like I always say in my videos, this is just for video purposes. If you want it to be very secure, use E6000 or a stronger glue. And then I take popsicle sticks, and this is actually going to give it a really sturdy hold. So that's why I'm using a lot. time to paint, I'm just using some chiffon chalk paint since I don't have actual linen white or white linen chalk paint. And I give it about 3 coats, letting it dry in between each coat. You also might notice while I'm painting that I'm trying not to get the paint inside the faux shiplap lines. You could leave it just the way it is. It looks good just like that on camera, but I decided to go in with some brown paint in between the lines just to make the shiplap look more visible. Now I'm using these Walmart stencils, and I'm taking some black paint from Apple Barrel and going in the Be Mine Valentine. And I bought this big pack of holiday stencils at Walmart a while back for I think like 10 bucks. Now I do like them, but I just don't like it that it's not plastic. I feel like these won't last long because it's kind of made out of a really thin cardboard. Alright, so this is where I kind of mess up, but remember guys, anything can be fixed. I was trying to deepen the red color because it's a really bright Christmas color, actually used for Christmas, and look how it comes out. Oh my god, it's like super dark. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have added way more red, but anyways, I did kind of sit there and then added some more red, and then I used my sponge brush that had some of the chiffon paint on there to line it up. So yeah, I did fix it a little bit. I'm adding some Dollar Tree twine to the top and bottom just to give it more of a farmhouse chic look. I'm taking some black ribbon that I have had for a while and using it at the top and bottom of the sign just to fill it in more and cover up those holes.
Have chemistry, but always chasing after someone else. So this took me by surprise. Oh yeah, even in my wildest dreams, I didn't think we were destined to be. And now you're laying next to me. Everything feels like oh yeah. Right in front of me, I didn't realize you were my dream. So you took me by surprise.
For Thanksgiving, I actually picked up a bunch of these gold rimmed plates from Dollar Tree. So again, this is perfect for this. I'm gonna add it. And right now for Valentine's, they have these really pretty red plates out, the little salad plates. These are so pretty. So picked up 4. To the top of the plates, I'm going to be placing these handkerchiefs. This is just for decoration. It's not really going to be used to, you know, clean your hands. So I figured I could just cut it in half and then use it for all 4. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, so then I'm just going to go like that. Make it a little short, like that. And now I'm going to add a ribbon. I have this Dollar Tree ribbon that I just picked up today as well. It's like a creamy color. Alright, and then I'm going to take a heart from this pack of hearts from Dollar Tree. I think it came in with like 100. So I've been using these for a few DIYs now. I'm going to take a white heart and glue it in the center. I picked up one of these Decor Hearts from Dollar Tree. I thought it'd be really fun and cute to add these to the back of the chair. I'm gonna use the 2 red ones right here with that Dollar Tree ribbon that I showed y'all earlier. Remove this from the pink one. So I'm gonna add the ribbon right here at the top and see how long I need it. I kind of measured out how long I wanted the ribbon to hang. I'm gonna make a bow real quick. Most of the time I just grab some twine and wrap it, tie it off. And so you won't see the twine in the middle. I'll just take some of the ribbon and fold it in half and glue it like that.